Blessed love, my viewers and subscribers. Let me thank you guys once again for tuning in to another video. And also, guys, as always, I want to just let you know how appreciative I am for you to take time out of your busy schedule to tune in to another video. I really appreciate it. And also, let me remind you, please to like the videos, share the videos, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. And also, please comment, guys, and let me know what you think about, the video or the content or, whatever it is. Maybe it was something that I said that you didn't, you may or may not have agreed with. All right. So, all right, let me jump right into the video. Yesterday, September 9, right? It was chaos and mayhem in the once cool, quiet town of Mandeville, right? And this happened on Caledonia Road, Mandeville, Manchester, right? And for those of you who are, if you're not Jamaican and you don't know where that is, that's in Jamaica. All right. Anyway, so as I said, it was mayhem in Mandeville yesterday, guys. These two men that you see on your screen, the one on your left, his name is Bernard, is Adrian Bernard. He was 31 years old. And the other one is Dave Alfrancis Wilson, right? And he shot and killed Bernard yesterday over some eggs, guys. And I should say, Dave, our brown man he was 54 years old, right? Over some eggs. So let me paint this picture in for you guys. So Bernard, he sells some people would say he juggles his eggs, right? So he was selling his eggs for $1,200, $1,200. Now brown man went to buy some eggs from Bernard, and he didn't want to pay the full price for it because Bernard was selling the eggs for $1,200. He wanted to pay $1,000 for the eggs, which Bernard told him that he couldn't sell him for the $1,000 because he wouldn't be making any profit off of it. So they got into a heated argument, which turned physical. And I am putting it this way, guys. I think Bernard whooped his ass. You know what I mean? Bernard beat brown man ass. So him in him feelings, run go over him, I'd go pick up him rifle, come back, shoot the man. So he jumped in his car. That is Bernard jumped in his car and was trying to drive himself to the hospital. I guess he was losing a lot of blood and stuff like that. So he lost control of the vehicle. Met in an accident with somebody in another car. Somebody rushed him to the hospital where he was pronounced, what, DEAD, right? Now, brown man now ran to his house, which was close by. I understand. He lived close by. So he ran to his house, barricaded himself in his house, right? Police came, was trying to get him out the house, and listen to me, guys. It was pure mayhem and chaos inside that house there, over that yard, right? This man decided that him not giving himself up, right? But before I even go any further, guys, I something came to me as I was watching some of the clips and listening to gunfire and all of that. Now, let me tell you a little thing about brown man, right? He used to live in Canada, and he was deported. For whatever reason it is, he was deported back to Jamaica. I understand that he appealed his case, but it was turned down, right? So, I'm thinking that this man, it was he lost it there. He lost something there, I think, for maybe because of the reason. I'm thinking maybe because of the deportation and the fact that he lost his appeal. So he's stuck in Jamaica now, right? And for him to to go. I imagine go buy a rifle, other guns, and to the amount of bullets that he fired yesterday, that man had an arsenal in his house, right? Now I'm thinking to myself, maybe the police saved a lot of people's life, right? Because for this man to have fired so much shots, and I understand that he had that rifle, he had a Beretta pistol, and I understand that the police recovered like some between 500 to 700 and 700 and something bullets in his house, along with another gun, right? So only God know what he was planning in his head, because you know, when people lose it, you know, and you know, you don't know what is going on in their heads, right? So God knows, you know, I have to give the police credit, because God knows what they saved the public from with this man, right? And you know, he was in a standoff with the police for over between 3 to 5 hours, I understand, right? And it wasn't a normal thing, guys, when you hear the shots. And you know what, I have to give the police credit, guys, because the police force in Jamaica has really changed a lot, because the police was on their, I don't remember what they call the bullhorn, over and over, begging this man to turn himself in, to give himself up, because they didn't want to kill him, right? And it's like each time the police call out to him and ask him to turn himself over, he fires some more shots. So only a mad person would be doing stuff like that, because I'm yet to see anybody challenge the police and win, right? So he must have lost it somewhere along the line, right? So guys, you know, I have a video before I even go any further. I have a video to lined up for you guys to listen to, and I'm telling you, boy, something is wrong with some of us Jamaicans, boy. I'm telling you, something really wrong with some of us. Listen to this, guys, before I go any further, right? Because this guy here, something wrong with him. Listen.
And when the only thing I hear, pam, 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 pam. The dog just raving the rifle like he's in the military, you know. But it was a good shootout. That's all I can say. It was a good shootout. Because it make police come from Clarendon town.
All right, guys. Before me even finish the video, I have to comment on this before I forget. Now you heard what the guy said, right? He said overall it was a good shootout. No, how can a shootout be a good shootout? I don't understand that something there. Yes, the police kill him, and which is good, but he didn't say that. He said it was a good shootout. And I know, you know, in the whole excitement, you know, them not used to, you know, this kind of thing in their community. This is the second shootout like I've heard like this about that happened in Mandeville. The other one was a shootout with some guys trying to rob a place that you can send and receive money, right? But I can imagine, you know, he was you know, excited and whatever. But that is something that you shouldn't even be excited about, because bullets, as they say, guys, don't have no name on it. So, and with that person firing so many shots, and as you know, you can see the police, the house on the outside was riddled with bullets. So I know, you know, many of us have heard about ricochets, and you know, ricochet can end up in anywhere. And as a matter of fact, I think I've heard that somebody else, maybe 1 or 2 persons, got shot. I don't know how or, you know, what happened, but I heard that somebody else got shot. You know what I mean? But listen again, guys.
He make a big history in the system, people. But one thing I never want it to happen, they should have killed him. Yeah, they should have killed him. We didn't want him, man, because he's a bad shooter, man. He wall out, he think he mad, man.
Are you
Only thing I
concerned?
hear, pam, 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 pam. And you can hear, you're going to see it all on the TikTok people.
Are you
That's
concerned?
truly.
All right. So, guys, they heard the last part of it where he said, one thing he didn't want them to kill him. We did want him. I don't know what he mean by that, but we did want him because, you know, that's just a crazy statement to make. As I said, he was excited, so he didn't know what he was saying. So, you know, but it's like he was, you know, glorifying the gunman, you know, for the shootout that he was having with the police. And, you know, I remember back in the day, I don't remember how long it was. If for those of you who remember, Renito Adams, he made a statement and said that like something like 75% of Jamaican people are criminal minded. And let me tell you something, the whole Jamaica came down on him, guys, because of that statement. But he didn't mean that 75% of Jamaican people firing guns and killing people and all of that, right? What he meant was just what we are seeing and hearing right now, with people glorifying gunmen, right? And I'm yet to hear any one of them say condolences to the guy Bernard who he killed. Everybody's glorifying the gunman, and I even saw a picture where somebody made a $2,000 bill and put his face on it. Now tell me, what is that about? They're glorifying the gunman, right? I heard a DJ made a song glorifying the gunman also, that I haven't seen or heard yet, you know, but I'm gonna check it out later on to hear what he's saying, guys, you know. But overall, I'm hearing everybody it's like they're glorifying the gunman. Now tell me if that's not criminal minded, right? And nobody is saying, oh, we are glad that the police, none of the police got hurt or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So Renito Adams wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? He wasn't wrong at all, because this man killed a innocent man, and I'm almost sure, I can almost sure that this man had kids, you know, taken care of. He had a family and all of that. So you know, let me take this opportunity to say condolences to his family, close friends, and loved ones, right? And you know, let us all hold them in our prayers, guys, because this, you know, is not something easy to deal with, getting killed like that. You know what I mean? And especially if he's the breadwinner for the family, as much as he's just juggling some eggs, guys. You know, he was making his honest living. You know what I mean? So I understand that the police from all over, as you heard the guy say, from Clarendon, Kingston, you know, all over the place were there. So Army was there, SWAT team, you know, all of them were out there, because this guy was just firing, you know. He had the police pinned down at one point. You know what I mean? So you know, we're glad he didn't kill anybody else. You know what I mean? And we have to give thanks for that, guys. And you know, let me show you some pictures. As you can see on the back of your screen there, guys, the house. You see how it's riddled with bullets? You know, so we have to give thanks. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. But boy, I'm telling you, whoever owned that house, boy, have another thing coming to them, because the police is not gonna fix that house. So he you know, he has to, you know, suffer his loss, and or you know, whatever happened to his house, and fix it. You know what I mean? But guys, you know, let us you know, give thanks, as I said before, guys, that it wasn't worse. And you know, we are waiting and listening to see if there's any updates that we did not get, anything that happened on the scene there or whatever. that we didn't hear about. And as if and so be the case, then we I'll definitely bring it to you guys in a subsequent video. All right. So guys, thanks again for the tuning in, and remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, hit the notification bell, guys, and comment and let me know what you think about this video or the incident here that I spoke about, and the fact that these people glorifying the gunman. Just comment and let me know what you think about all of that good stuff. All right. So blessed love, guys. Peace.